Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for having me at your seminar, a very important seminar. The seminar takes place on the eve of the high-level week here at the UN, the opening of the 79th session of the General Assembly. The central event this year will be the Summit of the Future, which is an important event to relaunch multilateralism in many sectors and to adopt a pact for the future as a course of action for the years ahead in 5 main areas: sustainable development and financing for development, the first area. The second area is international peace and security. The third one is technology and digital cooperation. The fourth area is youth and the future generations. And fifth and critical area is the reform of global governance. There will be also 2 documents attached to the Pact of for the Future. One on a declaration on future generations, and the other one is a global digital compact to set the principles of cooperation in the digital area, including the artificial intelligence. It's a very ambitious undertaking, and the negotiations are still ongoing while I'm speaking now to you, and very complex. They confirmed the many divisions and the polarizations within the international community. But I'm confident that we will land with a common agreed document. Of course, I mean, even once the document is agreed and adopted, what is important will be the cooperation. Our Prime Minister will be here heading the delegation, and she will speak to the Summit of the Future. And we will also have a Foreign Minister here and the Deputy Prime Minister Tajani, plus some important ministers, Minister of Health, the Minister of Education, and some Vice Ministers of Foreign Affairs and Environment. I would like to stress the importance of relaunching multilateralism in a very critical moment as the one we are living today, with many conflicts: Ukraine, Gaza, Africa. Multilateralism is not a choice, but is a necessity. As President, Head of State of Italy, Mattarella, said here at the General Assembly, addressing the General Assembly last May. And I think this is the reality. We need multilateralism to reduce divides, differences, north-south, and to try to cooperate for the implementation of the Agenda 2030, the 17 SDGs, and the implementation of the common public goods. There are some progress, some steps back, zigzag. Multilateralism is not black and white, so we have not to be too pessimistic. We have seen of late some important developments when it comes to peace and security. For example, the adoption by the Security Council, the unanimity of the renewal of the mandate for UNIFIL, which is very important for the stability in the Middle East. We have seen an important exercise of cooperation between EU and UN, plus African states on a common report on critical minerals for energy transition. We have seen the adoption of an important resolution on conflicts and peacekeeping. The Resolution 2719 was adopted last December, which will attribute new responsibilities to the African Union for peacekeeping operations. So I'm saying it's not black and white multilateralism, but there are some progress, some steps back. Italy is giving an important contribution to the functioning of multilateralism here in New York. And let me thank also the continuous unwavering support of our government in making the voice of Italy strongly heard here in New York and within the UN system in general. I think that in New York, Italy plays an important role in many different sectors, which is highly appreciated, acknowledged by everyone. We are kind of a bridge between the north of the world and the global south. And this is very much appreciated. Next year we will celebrate the 70th anniversary of Italy's participation to the UN. We entered, as you know, in 1955, and this important anniversary will coincide with the 80th anniversary of the foundation of the UN. So this will be a further stimulus to continue to intensify our action to consolidate, to strengthen multilateralism, and the world knows that can count on Italy's positive agenda and good faith in fostering cooperation. Just a final footnote that, of course, for multilateralism to work, we need the respect of the UN Charter. The UN Charter is the basic of the foundation of a credible functioning multilateralism. So respect of the UN Charter means also resolution of the conflict in Ukraine with the full respect of Ukraine territorial integrity, independence, sovereignty, as it should be for every member states of the UN. And Italy also on that conflict has taken very clear position, trying to uphold the Charter and the rights of Ukraine. So I wish you good work, and keep fingers crossed for a successful high-level week here in New York. Thank you very much.